Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Chapter 19, where we're going to be talking about chemical reactions. Okay, first off, the question is how do you know if there is a chemical reaction? What are you looking for in order for that to happen? And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about how you can tell if there's a chemical reaction happening or not. Okay, first off, one of the things that you can look for is what's called a precipitate, which literally means a solid or something that falls, that is formed when you have a liquid mixture. You suddenly end up with a solid. So take a look at this. Okay, and you can see that there is definitely a solid. It is not a liquid mixed in a liquid. So that is one evidence that a chemical change has happened. Okay, secondly, evidence of a chemical reaction would be seeing bubbles rapidly form. And here we go. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, and you can see that it is different than something boiling or things like that. You can tell that it is very definitely a chemical reaction causing the bubbling to happen. Okay, next, you could have the possibility of an explosion, which really is just a fast burn. Okay, another possible evidence of color change is color change. Now, this wouldn't be where you are adding something that is colored to something to cause the color change. This is where you have an obvious color change due to a reaction happening, as you will see in this video. Okay, so you could see they simply added the kind of purpley pink substance, and then it ended up changing through a series of chemical reactions that happened to almost a clear liquid and eventually. Okay, you also have the possibility of a temperature change from a chemical reaction. You have all had these if you've used either hot packs or cold packs. This is an example to show you what is actually going on in those cold packs. But it could be either hot or cold temperature change. And that's what happens with a 40-degree drop in temperature, is it freezes the water. Okay, another evidence of chemical change is either the production of a light given off or if a sound is created.
Scientists have recreated the firefly's glow in the lab to better understand its chemistry. Here you see a syringe containing enzymes involved in firefly bioluminescence. At first, they don't fluoresce. When injected into an aerated solution, it reacts quickly with the oxygen and the mixture produces light.
Okay, so they had an example of a natural chemical reaction for fireflies. Okay, so in review, evidence of a chemical reaction. You could have a precipitate that's solid formed by liquids combining together. You could have bubbles of gas rapidly form from a mixture of liquids. You could have an explosion, which is just really a fast burn. You could have the substance's color change, as it did dramatically in the experiment that was shown. You could have the temperature of a mixture change, or you could have light or sound given off. Okay? And this is how you will know and be happy to know if there's a chemical reaction that has happened. Sometimes it's hard to tell depending on what's going on. You know, the difference between something boiling and some bubbles being given off from a chemical reaction, you may have trouble telling something like that. But we will continue to talk about chemical reactions next time.